Hello. Today we'll be going through how I made this level I call York and my process through developing it. See, this is its final iteration here. But it began as this relatively simple paper map. You can see the main goal was to have sort of this figure eight pattern through these buildings here that draws the players in and out as they're trying to shoot each other. And also has these sides that loop around the map to have an outer area, and also a bunch of little tiny areas for people to face off in, like these alleyways, and even inside of these buildings here that lead out to the exterior and back in. And for the look of the level, I wanted to draw on inspirations from the look of this game Deadlock, which has a very New York City vibe early, but adding in a lot of industrial elements. You could see there's scaffolding here and a bunch of pipes all around, just adding in very under construction industrial elements. It's all concrete, it's all spray painted, and there's, of course, the train running through. So the level itself has these four main buildings, and it is a simple TDM shooter. And you can see the spawn points for each side are along here. So each side has 3 spawn points. One inside of this little storage area, which also acts as a little bit of a safe haven with some healing in the back. And one on top of this wall and one in the scaffolding areas. When they spawn in, they have a pistol available to them already, and they have a pistol within their sight to get some more ammo if they need. There's also these jump pads around, which help with mobility. You can see there's a lot of verticality here. You can get up onto these walls, onto the different levels of scaffolding, up onto the train track platforms, the second stories of buildings, and even the roofs up here. And a lot of that can be achieved with the dash that you have in the game. So I'm going to hop in there now and show an actual. So yeah, see, still industrial elements in here, the dumpster, the cable reel wires, and the graffiti just all around. You can jump up to get to different areas. A lot of. So the east side here has this area with different walls and barriers. A lot of defenses to hide behind, and you can hop up here to grab that health. And then I'm gonna die. And you can see on the west side here, this storage area has some more piping and just pallets. And this one has these pipes up here that can also act as bridges that you could run across. And the area down here is less barren, but you still have these barriers as the giant pillars. So the scaffolding itself, you can hop up to each level pretty easily. And once you reach the top, this is also true on the other side over there, you can grab this rifle. All of the high areas in the map have these rifles available, which have longer range. I can shoot down on all the enemies are gone. So you can also see if I climb up to the roof here. We're just done. There's also these platforms that can lift you up to the roofs. Or a funnel. Some more rifles up here. And of course we lost. Now it's going to restart. I'll go to the interiors. So down on the base level where the bots here don't really know how to jump or use the dash to gain height, so they're mostly just running around on the base levels. And in these more tighter areas, you can see we have shotguns available. This room also has a light switch you can turn on. A little extra detail. And of course, this main pathway where everything connects. All the roofs have access to here. The 4 big pathways and these buildings on the side. Their second stories lead out to here. You can also get from either story of those buildings to the other. There's also these buildings here. Second story is available. This one has a bit of an abandoned interior. And this one over here. This one over here, more of an abandoned office building. So yes, you could see just now on these train tracks here, at the end of them, act as teleporters. It look like the train tunnel's going out. They also use these signs above them. You know, they tell you which teleporter, but it's also, they're very visible from many parts of the map, so if anybody gets lost on which side they're on, they can easily check around to see the directions. And we of course have a little barrier on the roof here to keep people from getting out. You can see I'm hitting my head and falling back down. And everything on top of that is just tinier details around. I guess this pipe is still under construction. You can see a little sign for that here. Big graffiti on this wall with this alleyway full of it, cut off by those cones. See these barriers and that sign here telling you to stay away from this site. It's still being built. This car here is buried partially in the gravel. Just everything to make it feel more like an industrial city area. So that's the level of York. Thank you for watching.